Are there specific trends in home design or features that are currently popular to increase the value? Like, what have you seen? I mean, there was that farmhouse trend. There's been like the open space trend. There's the classic, obviously the classic, you know, what are you seeing right now that's really making some headway out there?
Great question. I would say as far as trends go, I've seen it really more recently kind of just be very open-ended. Back in the 90s, you had the pastels and just the greens, the blues, the peaches, all that kind of stuff. Again, carpet in the bathrooms. Nowadays, I feel like you can back in the mid-century modern, from the 50s and 60s, or Craftsman, or the lack of a better word, the farm chic kind of like way of doing things. I really see it's more of it's not only open-ended, but just I think there's so many different ideas and likes and dislikes that I'm actually kind of glad to have that rather than have, hey, we just have one certain thing that is done.
100%.
And I think that's what's kind of nice about where we are in this society nowadays. So as far as return on investment and just like what, where they see and the trends and all that, really would kind of go with what the client wants. Most people, if not a majority of the people, are going to have a good head on their shoulders, and they're not going to be like, hey, let's do black cabinets or you name it. I mean, just for their home, it's not something that they're going to go backwards on, 2 steps backwards kind of thought. So,
some people are wanting that minimalism look right now.
Exactly.
Like it's very, popular. So there's that trend, the minimalism trend. There's obviously the trends of all the mosaic tiles and, all of that. There's so much that you can do.
There is.
It's kind of taking the space and like making it personal.
Exactly. And I think that's kind of a better way to kind of put it. And I think you hit the nail right on the head there is when we go and work with clients, the ability to kind of not give them our ideas and push our ideas and thoughts onto it is more of what their ideas are. Our goal is to bring their dreams into reality. And I feel like I'm speaking from just our slogans that we talk about all the time. But really that's the whole purpose with the fact of being able to kind of luckily be empathetic and read people and be able to bring people's dreams to that reality and to real life is more of a joy than saying, hey, I built this, 100th home of Craftsman style, of modern style. Because we work with a lot of clients that have on one end, the farm chic, the modernism, the Craftsman style from the 20s. So I think that's kind of where it's very open-ended. It gives the clients really what they're wanting to do. And it makes them happy because at the end of the day, it's their home. They're going to be living in it. It's not 100%. Something that we're going to be living in. And so I may not like exactly what they like, but at the same time, I'm proud to do something for them.
And they can come to you and show a trend.
Exactly.
And this is what I'm loving.
Yeah.
And then, okay, liking this too. How is this going to make the most sense in this space and leading them, down the right path and the direction, how they can use a certain trend and make it their own.
Just to summarize, really, too, is the fact that it gives them free will, and being that there's, I don't at least see a trend that everyone's following.
Yep.
It's nice to not have an assembly line of construction. It's nice to have people have their own ideas, and that's one of my favorite parts about it is that I can design and I can produce and give to a client rather than saying, hey, we're going to be doing cookie cutter style work, because that's not enjoyable for me. And I don't think that, especially when we do custom stuff, that's the whole purpose of custom, is what the client wants to have created.
100%.